Hello there, good morning, welcome to another Careful Carping episode, on episode 42 this morning. And yes, we're back down the Kingsway Water Park, fishing on Pine Pool in search of another lovely carp. Well, it's just gone 10 to 9 now. I was here at 7, rods went probably out about 7:45, so out on lovely spots, looking nice. Never fished this peg before, it's a new built swim. As I say, never fished it before. It's probably been here since about November, October I think they put it in, and allowed us to start fishing in it, so I'm in here. I come down on, today's Thursday the 3rd of April, so I come down on Tuesday after work. It was lovely weather on Tuesday, really hot, sun was blaring out, so I come down with the kids and the missus for a nice walk around, had a good scout of the lake and found a few fish. Checked up in reeds, as you always would. The BCAC match was on here last week and that peg's the one that won it, so obviously you're going to look in that peg. I climbed the tree and seen about 8 or 9 fish in there, but they're all holding in the reeds, so it'd be a bit hard to get them out and tempt them out. I carried on around the lake and I found a nice group of another 6 or 7 fish. One of them is one that I caught from last year. It's this fish here. It was about £9 when I had it, so only one of the small ones, but easily recognisable because it's so long and so thin. So when I seen that in the water, it was very easy to recognise. So I've seen that amongst the group of them. As I say, very hot and sunny, but yesterday and today is a bit overcast and cloudy. But I've come down here first thing this morning and seen a nice group of fish in front of me, which is what I wanted to see. So yeah, the rods were out there about 45 minutes and the left hand rod ripped off, and I mean it really went. Give me a bit of a iffy fight. It went straight down the left hand side on the other side of a tree, so I had to wade in out into the water, bring it round the tree, back onto my swim and net it. So happy days, I've had that fish. So I've even forgot my scales, so that's a bit unfortunate. Although it wasn't a big one at all, it looked about £12. If I do get one of the bigger ones today, it looks a good £20, even if more. I'll give one of the lads a ring and see if they can come down and weigh it for me. There are 2 lads and I think they're fishing in reeds today, to be honest with you, so I could always nip round there and ask to borrow their scales. So yeah, I'm going to put that clip in after here. I apologise, I haven't been in a video in a while. I haven't been out fishing for about 2 weeks, and then the last time I was out here I did a session just for the BCAC with AJ. We're fishing 2 swims. It was hard going, but in the evening as the light was dropping, he finally had his left hand rod rip off, which is a very familiar looking fish. It's linear. I had it at £15 last year, and he had it at £17.7 I believe, and so it was a lovely fish. Good to see it again. I netted it, so I watched a nice scaly mirror come over the net, so I knew it was either linear or my target mirror, and if he had the target mirror I wouldn't have been happy because he had that last year, so if he had that twice I would have been absolutely gutted. But I know that's still swimming around here, hasn't been caught for a while, so I've still got a good chance of catching that. But yeah, it was really good to see that on the bank. Half hour after that, returned it, my rod ripped off, so I went running around, hit the rod, ended up lifting it in all excitement, a bit of line wrapped around a tree, so I had to untangle that, chucked AJ the rod and untangled it. He said he could feel the fish kicking, wound down it, pulled into it more, chucked me the rod again. I felt it kicking, kited it back in front of me, and it just pinged off, and it felt like a good, and it even rolled and had it on, and you could just hear it. It sounded like a hippo just falling out of a helicopter and landing in the lake, so pretty sure that was a good sized fish, and hey ho, lost it, so I was devastated. So to get down here this morning, next session, and have one off on the off really quick, it's really up my confidence again. This year I've decided to change my bait a little bit, still using the PP60s, but last year I was tipping it with the Hinders pineapple pop-ups on the yellow, and I did notice that I was catching a lot of smaller fish last year, so I was wondering if I swap it from the yellow to the white whether I can pick up a bigger fish, and use the white one enough today. It's gone straight away and it's produced me a £12, so that's really giving me the utmost confidence. Although last time I was down here I used the white again, I lost that lump, so you know, we'll see what the next fish is like and see if it's another small one or another bigger one. I do notice I'm nearly on the 4-minute mark now, so I've waffled on a lot. I've got a lot obviously to say, but yeah, so I'm done. So I'm going to leave you with that clip now of me catching that 12-pounder, and I'll also show them the clip that we got from AJ catching that linear again. So yeah, I'll catch you in a bit and see what happens this morning. Well then, look at that for a cracking dart, little common. I've unfortunately left my scales at home, but it's not too big, so I'm not too bothered about weighing it. It looks to me about £12 approximately, but I'll get one of the bigger ones hopefully today. I'll give one of the mates a call and hopefully they'll come down and take some photos and, well, weigh it for me really. But I'm happy with this. Rod's been out there about 15-20 minutes, taken over a bed of PP60 boilies, and taken on my usual common rig on a PP60 boilie on the hair rig. Also tipped with the Hinders Super Cream boilie. I switched from a yellow to a white this season, and first time using it, and I've got a run. So just a bits I got it on the bank. As I say, about £12. It's early doors, Rod's been about 15-20 minutes. I'm here for the day. So let's see if we can get this one back, get the rod back out and have a couple more. So, happy days.
Yeah, very nice. Beautiful, look at that.
Oh my gosh.
You got a leaf in there, it's nice. £10
Well, absolutely get in there. I'm pretty confident. Down there, sitting in my landing net, is my target mirror carp. Just had another take on the left hand rod, peeled off, hit into it. It was a little slow poly fight. Again, tried taking me down the left, so I had to go in the water, wade round, drag the fish out in front of me. Because I've only seen its top, I wasn't sure what it was, but I didn't think it was big at all. And then it come in front of me and rolled, and I've just seen a load of scales on its side and thought, that was my target mirror. I was confident. I know there's a couple of scaly mirrors in here, like the linear and whatnot, but as it rolled and rolled, I just got into a right panic and really scared. I managed to just get out the snag to my left as it's diving and pulling and just plodding lovely. So yeah, chuffed to bits I got that in the net. As I said earlier, I haven't got the scales, so I'm a complete idiot for getting them today. Luckily there's a few lads who fish on this lake who we all get on well with. So I'm just excited, so I'm talking too quick and whatnot. But yeah, I rang around a few were busy, a couple went out to the phone, and then one lad just said, yeah, I'm in bed, I'll come down and do it for you. So he's bringing down some scales and he's going to photo the lovely beast for me as well. Can't wait to get it on the mat. I'm sure it's the mirror I'm after because of its scales, but the lad who's come to photo it is AJ, who I said I fished with last time, and he's had it before, so I'm confident that he can, well, he will tell me if it is or if it isn't, and we can compare photos and whatnot. But even if it's not, it's definitely a PB. It looks about 25 pounds to me, so that's smashing it by a good £5. Absolutely ecstatic, and I can't wait to get this thing up on the mat and photo it properly. Oh god, I'm just buzzing and shaking with excitement. That all the dreams of just thinking of holding this really pretty mirror, and as you've seen over the last 12 months on here, I've just struggled for size of fish, catching smaller ones and smaller, while everyone around me is catching 20s, and I've gone and caught a 20. As I said, I've changed over from a yellow pineapple pop-up to a white cream pop-up, and there we go, a big one. So I don't know if that's made a difference or what, but either way, I've got it in there, and I'm ecstatic. So I'm just going to sit down and wait for AJ to come. It shouldn't be too long. Carp sitting nicely down in the landing mat. It's all pegged down, so it isn't going to go anywhere. And yeah, so just let's get this thing. Let's hope AJ turns up pretty quick, get it weighed and get it photoed, and put it back and put the rods back out and hope for a third. Obviously both rods are in at the minute, don't want to get another take and have two fish in the net. I'm ecstatic with the one I got, so that'll do me for now. If it doesn't catch for the rest of the day, who cares? So yeah, next thing you'll see will be me holding this lovely fish. So I'll see you in a bit. Well then, we just weighed her and getting her on the mat for a proper look. It's not actually the target mirror we was expecting. It's a really pretty scaly mirror that gone £21, so still a brand new PB for me, but not the one I'm after, so we're going to have to keep on the search for her. So let's get her up and have a look. There we go then, beautiful scaly mirror, £21 on the nose, get in.
You might want to say something.
Alright then, let's get this fish back, one last look at her, and get her back to her home. Lovely. Well then, it's not much happened really since the last fish. It's come up to 4:15 now, and I've not had any more sniffs or really seen any more fish in the area, but been patient. The wind's still coming down into here, so I'm sure fish are going to follow soon. I'm going to be here for another couple of hours, so hopeful, put a bit of bait out and I'm sure they'll move on to it. And the swans are absolutely loving the bait. They keep diving, which is causing a lot of nuisance, and a couple of recasts as they're moving the rigs, but other than that, they're doing pretty well. And it turned out earlier, that mirror that I had wasn't actually the target mirror I was after. When it weighed £21, I was a bit confused and looked at it and thought actually that definitely isn't £25, £26, which is the mirror I'm after normally goes. So we knew the scales wasn't lying. So we obviously done all the photos and whatnot, really chuffed. Put the fish back, compared the pictures to the fish that I know that I'm after, and it was just different. The scale pattern was completely different on it. So I thought, oh, well, I've never seen this mirror before, where's it come from? But I rang a mate and he said, yeah, there's one about 20-21 pound in here that he's had himself personally. He come down without even seeing my fish that I've had, show me the picture and went, I bet you've had that one, show me the picture, and it was exactly the same fish that I'd had. So buzzing nonetheless, because I've had a 21 pounder. That's a new PB for me, which I really have been after. You've also seen I've struggled to catch the bigger fish, so when I had that in the net I was really chuffed, and even though it's not the target fish, I can carry on fishing on here, it's still in search of that one. As I said, the fish in here are stunning. You've seen plenty of stunning fish, and especially the scaly mirrors, and you can't get much prettier than that. It's all lovely dark. I've got to say thank you to Colin though, who got up out of bed, come down with a set of scales and weighed it for me, and then done the photos for me. They were great photos, and you'll see, well, you would have already seen a couple just. Really happy with how that's all gone, and to AJ and everyone else who come down and offer the support to help me when I stupidly left my scales at home. So as soon as I go tonight, going in out of the bag, getting them scales back out, putting in my cart bag, and don't mess up like this again. But yeah, also 2 fish today. Like I said this morning, I put on my Facebook, it's my birthday yesterday, so hopefully I can get a birthday lump, and along come that 21 pounder, so a lovely late birthday present from the carp gods. So yeah, 2 fish. What more can you ask for? 3 so far this year. Last year it took me till the middle-ish to the end of May to get a fish, so to have 3 at the very start of April overall is really good, and 1 lost on top of that, so it could have been a possible of 4. So yeah, let's sit back. I've got Dan fishing down the peg next to me. AJ and another lad's fishing reeds and another swim down from there. They've just gone and jumped into there for a few hours, so hopefully someone will have a fish out, preferably me, just to top it off and see what we can get. It would be really good now if the target mirror did come along, because hey presto. Let's just see what happens with the rest of the session then, so I shall catch you later. Well then, unfortunately I'm coming to the end of my session now. I've just had to get the rods in, everything's loaded on the bar, pretty much ready to go home. I've got to get back, unfortunately can't stay any longer. It is 7:30 now, and the fish do not seem to have come back today, but I've enjoyed my session here. There's been fish around to our left, but crashing out and whatnot, and Dan's been on that peg, but just can't seem to pick up a bite from them, so it's definitely messing us about. But yeah, enjoyable day, had a new PB, 2 carp, so that's 3 carp so far this year, and yeah, buzzing. So hopefully you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please press the like button below, it really does help, and it really is appreciated. So please hit the like button, comment on the video with some whatever, positive feedback, negative feedback, what you want to see, what you don't, etc, etc. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel to see more videos like this, please hit the subscribe button below, and there'll be more videos like this to come. So yeah, until next time, I'll see you on the bank, which should be probably next week. So until then, I'll see you later. Oh, then first fish of 2014, 15 pound on the nose. Literally put the camera down, 10 minutes later the rod was away.